I don't think anybody's here, so it's fine. At least not right this second. Oops. Did I not? Dude, come on. Don't tell me. Dude. YouTube. Oh my god. Nope. Nope. Damn it. Ah. God, I fucking hate this. Dude, my fucking nose can't even breathe now. Ah, like my left nostril is just like closed. Come on. Hold on. Ah. Mm. Oh my god. Fucking damn it. Bro, if I can't even fucking breathe, I can't fucking stream. Come on. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna fucking lose it on YouTube right now. What the fuck? Why won't it pull up the text-to-speech chat? Oh my fucking god. Why? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my shit. Did I not copy it to clipboard first? Oh, god damn it. Mm. See, there's that. What was this one? It's the same fucking one. God. Whatever. Fuck it. Let's see if YouTube works. It probably doesn't, but we'll test it anyway. Nope.
DOS.
Nope, there it is. Okay, good. It's just really behind. Okay, alright, that's fine. It works then. Alright. Discord. I'm not doing the freaking update on my health though. Hold on. Let me change the thing. Alright. Unless I'm by myself. Which probably is possible. Okay. Alright. Anybody on Twitch right now? Or am I just like talking to myself? Oh wait, did I activate Twitch? Hold on. Yeah, I did. I think. Is Twitch working? Let's see here. Let's put this here. Date everyone here. It's like nobody here. Wow. Also not an update on my health. Okay. So go in this section. Oops. There we go. Oops, that's not it. Hold on. Oh no, that's correct. Okay. Well, nobody is on here yet. Interesting. Let's see. Okay then. Huh. Maybe no one will be here today. So I'm just gonna listen to my own video. Or draw the YouTube thumbnail, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
Hi.
Okay. There's someone here. Hi, Mossy. Looks like it's just... Sorry, looks like it's just me and you today. You know. So, you know, that pretty much. So we'll probably... because nobody really immediately jumped in, so I'm gonna assume it's just me and you. So, how are you doing? Is a classic one-on-one thing here. What have you been up to lately? Let's have a classic one-on-one stream. Bring it back to the old days. When it was just one person.
Hey, my injuries from falling off the cliff are healed.
Oh,
Yo,
never
Diddy.
mind. Zen's here too. Oh, and Quelf. All right. Well, the one-on-one over, Mossy. Sorry. Uh, it's a party again. God damn it.
I'm doing not great. I'm just drawing some cringe-ass art.
That doesn't sound bad. What do you mean? Why are you not doing great? What's going on? If you don't mind me asking. God damn it. Let me switch this to entertainment too. Hold on. Do.
I don't know. I've just felt dizzy all day.
Oof. That doesn't sound good at all. I hope you'll be okay in the future. Wonder if I went down to gaming. I wonder exactly what that would be like. See if anybody from gaming will like pop up.
THX.
Like, what if I put like gaming and I put like VR chat? I'm just very curious what will happen. Yeah. I'm just very curious what will happen. Probably nothing, but worth a shot. Hey now, don't try this at home. Do-do-do-do. Hey now, don't try this. Anyway, alright. Sorry. Just got something stuck in my head.
I'm thinking about buying a pipe.
Like a real pipe or like a smoker? I probably don't even need to ask. Like, I was gonna say, probably not what I'm thinking of.
You don't see a lot of youngsters smoking pipes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, probably not smoking a pipe, but I had to ask.
I think it would be pretty cool.
Be pretty cool. I mean, it is just blatant, like, I don't even know how the hell you smoke a pipe.
Hey,
let's see. Uh-oh, I just turned off the... Oh, I just turned off the lights on my keyboard, so now I can't... Now it's like all dark and shit. Let's... Let's see. God damn it. Let's see. Yeah. I just never really have seen people... I saw one person throughout my entire history of being alive smoking a pipe, and that was it. And shockingly, no, he was not an old man. It was actually weirdly like a 20-year-old dude. It's kind of crazy. So.
That reminds me of that one scene in Ted when Kane offers his pipe to Bubble and Bubble says, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit."
Yeah. Yeah.
There is this old guy that walks around my town and smokes a pipe. So I'm working on a leather bag right. I got a quarter of the work done, which is nice.
That's not the one that I need. That's the other one, unfortunately. Wait. Where's the... Where's the correct one? No. Ah! Okay. Sorry. Fucking hell. Alright. And you? Hey now, don't try this at home. Do. Also, hi, Jungle... June Buggy? How you doing? How was work? How was errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. I'm sorry, I don't know why the Texas beach doesn't seem...
Plus, I think it might be nice for when I go fishing.
Something like YouTube doesn't seem to work. Oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah, it does. Alright. They're probably gone now. But that's okay. How was work? How was errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. Okay. Anywho. Alright. God, words. I can speak them, I promise. I'm just not fully there right now. Let me see here. So I think it might be nice to go fishing. For smoking a pipe with it?
Add.
I'm working through... Oh, okay, well, cool. Working on a leather bag, right? I got a quarter of it done, which is nice. You're making, like... Hold on. Hold on. Excuse me? Hold on. You know how to make a leather bag?
Hi.
Hold on.
Today was good. Got to see my two best friends cause they came to visit.
Ooh, glad to hear it. Hi, Rose Dragon. How was work? How was errands? How's your
I hate
day
this fucking
general?
ad.
Hope it went well for you. Today was good. Got
Okay,
to
I'm
see
back.
my two best friends because they came to visit.
Oh, and related to coughing,
Interesting.
I've been coughing up liquid. It's not blood. It's like a milky color.
Milky color, like spit or oof. Oh no.
So it's not.
Yeah, it's probably snot because I mean, because either if it's snot, it'll be either super green if you're sick, like yellowish green, or like brown, or
Like phlegm.
yeah, it'll be brown, sometimes like a yellowish green. Um, white does happen, but that's like when it's like mixed with like a bunch of spit and shit. Though that's it. Is it like not clear, but
Sometimes red.
if it's red, that's bad. That's not good. Like red is a serious condition. Cause like I don't cough up red. Yeah. Brown is more common. Red is bad. That's really bad. Like you actually have like a disease if that's happening. Okay. We never finished that freaking video talking about the old internet, did we?
Anywho,
I actually don't think we ever finished this, did we? Let me
it was
see.
good for me. My friend
Trying to
finally
make
added me on my
friends in
texts.
an air
Let's see. Let's see. Anywho, it was
Bro,
good
TT, I opened
for-
up Facebook to go on Marketplace and one of my relatives made a post like, since you spoke out about Palestine and not Iran, it just goes to show you don't care about it and just hate Jews. Like we cannot be dead ass TT.
What? Hold on. It was good for me and my friend to finally add me on my text. That's good. I'm glad to hear it, Rose. Honestly, I hope you guys hang out. Hang out with people in reality more. It helps. It really,
It's
really
not clear.
does.
I am sick again, so I'm guessing that is why.
I got it. Day was good. Got to see my two best friends because they came to visit. That's always good as well. What'd you guys do, if you don't mind me asking? And then next thing, let's see. I opened. Yeah. So what did you do, June? And then Rose, I'm glad that you got to hang out with your friends. Hope I hope it went well for you. I'm sorry for everybody that's that I don't read their message. It's just when there's a bunch of
How
people.
are you today?
I am still sick, but I'm trying to get like a pulmonologist. I'm trying to like get in contact with a pulmonologist just in case it's my lungs. But the problem is I'm not really having too much of luck because a lot of times they don't answer. A lot of times the place they work don't answer. And I'm feeling a little bit annoyed because I don't know what to do. Like I said, I don't going to the emergency room, I guess would be possible, but at the same fucking time, it's like I would have to just be recommended a pulmonologist anyway, and then I would have to do the same shit over and over again. So it's like I would have to do the same shit that that the hospital needs me to do, because the emergency room is for a lot of really, like, if you're really, really bad shape. Unfortunately, I am that, but also at the same time, I just need a fucking doctor, man. It's like, it's not great. Things aren't, not saying that I'm, just not great in the fact of just luck when it comes to like, calling these guys or trying to call like the freaking office that they work at and then have an assistant be like, "Hello." That I don't know why I'm like, shitting on the assistant. Like the desk clerk, they don't fucking, it's not their fault. Anyway, okay. I opened up Facebook to go on Marketplace, and one of my relatives made a post like, "Since you spoke out about Palestine and not Iran, it just goes
We went
to
to a
show
restaurant
you,
together and drove around for a while because they hadn't seen the town me and my wife moved to.
it just goes to show you that you don't care about it and just hate Jews." Okay, Iran is in a protest right now. Iran is fighting against fascist leaders. I do not give two flying fucks. When it comes to the citizens, like, it would be different if it was the leaders or the difference if it was terrorist groups, but these were average citizens that are tired as fuck of being a part of war.
I'm going into my
don't
LTS phases
think,
again, yip.
I don't think that that's entire, like, if you are fighting against fascism, like, citizens fight against fascism. They aren't terrorist groups. They aren't like people that are, that are organizing and just like killing people left and right. They're there are thousands upon thousands of citizens that are marching up to a literal military and like, you know, and to their leader, like the leaders that constantly cause war time and time again and going, we're fucking tired of this. It's either you die or we die. And like, and they, you know, and that works, you know, and and unfortunately, you know, that's how it is, you know, and that's what they're doing. They're fighting to try to get their freedom. You know, I don't blame them for that. You know, as an American, I can understand that. It's like American fighting for your freedom is like the most, like I am the person that would understand that the most.
I love my OC persona thing. They're so me.
So
Maybe because they're based off of me. Well, crazy.
yeah. What's crazy? Oh yeah, I love my OC persona thing because maybe they're based off of me. Well, yeah, that's normal. You know, it is what it is. Most of the time, OCs are based off of people you know, or just, you know, cartoon characters. So yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I know I talk about, like, I know that politics is annoying to you guys, but I just want to be fair here. When it comes to citizens...
You skipped something in the message.
Oh, okay. What did I skip? In what message?
Oh, I got a Yugoslavia flag.
Oh, nice.
A bang. To show how Yugoslavian I am. My God.
Nice.
I love my OC persona thing.
Yeah.
They're so me. Maybe because they're based off of me. Well, crazy.
I know, I literally commented off of that, like, 2 seconds ago, Mossy. That's why I said, a lot of times they'll be based off of you or someone else. Most of the time. It's just cartoon characters in general. Anyway, yeah. But, you know, that's what I'm saying. That probably could be why, you know, it's usually the case with artists most of the time, but again, that's really all I can comment on that. But yeah, I don't know.
I know. But you said that I like them because they're based off of me, but okay.
Did I? Maybe if I did, I'm sorry, but if I didn't, you know, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sorry, but I know that I know you guys don't like me talking about politics, but I did want to like talk about that for a second. Just, I'm not going to go like any crazy thing. I'm not going to talk about any world leaders. I'm just talking about in general citizens that fight.
My only OC was my superhero identity, but anymore the thing I see myself as is Zen, so I wouldn't call it an OC anymore, but I'm not very familiar with the terms of these things.
Citizens that fight back, that fight for their freedom, that is just, that's good. That's a good thing. You know, that is just what it is. You know, over about like, what, 40,000 people have died. So, I mean, you know, I don't think that it's going to like be possible.
Color, when is the animation going to be ready?
When is the animation going to be ready? I don't know, to be honest. I don't have a prediction, honestly. I want it to be done so fast, but it's like I have like scene after scene after scene that I have to do, and it's like cut after cut after cut. And it's like, it's supposed to be such a simplistic thing, which it is. It's only, okay, it's literally not even a minute long.
I think I'm back on good terms with the Volvo guy.
It's a minute and 30 seconds long. That's how fucking short it's going to be. And it's like, I get it. It takes me forever, but at the same time, I need it to like actually, you know, still have some kind of fucking consistency. Not consistency, but some kind of, consistency, you know. So it's annoying, but it's not supposed to be that long. I literally have this, and then all it's got to do is zoom in on Shaggy, and then Shaggy will summon the mystery machine, and then he'll throw the mystery machine at Peter Griffin, and then Peter Griffin will go,
I almost choked.
Oh, you know, I don't know. I can't do that fucking voice, but, you know, like that. Like, let me see if I got his... Where is the voice? Where is the voice? Where's the voice? This is the voice. Is it this one?
I think that's the...
Nope, that's me. Where's the actual Peter Griffin voice actor? Is it this one?
Oh.
Yeah. Then he does that by the end after he gets fucking, like, absolutely destroyed by the freaking mystery machine. So that's it, so. But I almost choked. Well, stop sucking dick then. Ching. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, sorry. Oh shit. Damn it. I got fucking karma for that one.
Than it is today. I think there are many complex reasons for why that's the case, but I think the
Wait.
biggest factor has to do with how
The video isn't showing. Hold on.
Can't see the video.
Yeah, I know. There we go.
the web used to be more decentralized, and how it
Yes.
was easier for web traffic to get to smaller domains. When I first
Yeah.
started
Joke.
going online, places like Reddit, Twitter, Instagram,
Maybe
and
you should have taken your own
Discord
advice
did
there.
not
I guess I should have.
exist yet. Instead, if you wanted to find a specific community, you'd have to search for its own dedicated forum or message board. And these places were pretty much all independently run. Like some guy not too different from you and me would just own the site. It wasn't under the control of some publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. And yes, these forums still did have a system of
Yeah.
admins and moderators that could ban you, but it didn't come close to the level of
Yeah, I mean, that's also kind of the crazy thing is, I don't know how to explain this, but when people, like when mods would exist on like random forums and shit, they were very stable people. How do I say this? They were very very reasonable people, and they were just normal. I don't know how to explain this, but like when I know that doesn't sound like much, but like I know rational people are not a thing as much anymore, but like the typical, like it would literally just be like a dude, right? It would just be a dude and that's it. That was like the entire thing, right? Like it was just a dude, and like not just a dude, but like a very calm person most of the time. Like they would be super friendly. I don't know how to explain it. Like even when you like fucked up, they would be nice to you at first. And I think people I think that's the fucking sucky thing about like just social media in general, because like I can't really say that
Hi.
I really interact with like Discord mods, or if I interact. Hi Tiger, how you doing? How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hoping it went well for you. Yeah, I can't really necessarily say that like that's freaking Reddit moderators or like anybody that like, or Discord moderators, like people, it's just not average people anymore. And the reason why I think that is just because of the fact that Discord moderators, or not Discord, that's not Discord moderators, just moderators in general, like we're just like, they're just not, they have full-time jobs now, at least I think they still do, due to like AI and shit, I don't know, but you know, they have like full-time jobs now, they have like family, they have, you know, they just have people that like what do you call it, they still have hobbies, but they just don't have the kind of time, you know, they've got like just normal, they have like normal lives, right? I mean, you know, obviously before things got really bad, but they had normal lives. They were normal, average, everyday people. And I think that applies to more than just the internet. I think that's just in general. Because I've recognized...
I'm good.
Yeah, because I've recognized the funniest thing, the few times I've gone to like town hall meetings, apparently there used to be a lot of like, there's like a few
Discord
old
moderators?
people.
I'm so confused.
There are a few Discord moderators. Yeah, Discord moderators used to be pretty stable people. I know that sounds crazy, but they used to be very stable people because they were Skype moderators, right? Like, it's just, people used to be reasonable and rational, but the reasonable and rational people either left or just, you know, or just are too busy nowadays. You know, too busy or just doing something else, you know? It sucks because it's like, because those very people just used to like, you know, would just kind of sometimes, would do stuff out in reality, but then on occasion they'll like look at that kind of stuff. And then when there was a bunch of them, a lot of times they had one for one time, they had like a couple for one time slot, a few for another time slot.
It seems like my immune system is weakening rapidly. Like I used to never get sick. Now a week after I'm over an illness, I'm sick again.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that. I'm just getting sick like nonstop. I'm just sick nonstop. Yeah. There's definitely an immunocompromised thing for sure. Yeah, I mean, oh my god. Okay, hold on. I can't fucking breathe. My god, man. The fuck? Just can't breathe. What the hell? God, man. It's better. Okay.
If you can't breathe, you should go to the hospital.
Nope. Can't breathe. You should go to the hospital. No, that's not because of my lungs. That's like because of my fucking nose. My broken fucking nose. So, yeah. Yeah, just
My immune system has always been horrible, so I'm used to getting sick.
yeah. It's not necessarily a good thing. Yeah, but I don't know. It's like it's the same thing with just anything.
How
right?
I animate,
Like
draw stick men / animals, then make the full design.
I animate, draw stick men / animals, then make the full design. I mean, yeah, everybody animates in their
Wait,
own
broken
way.
nose.
Yeah, broken nose. I got it from some dipshit roommates, and it was kind of unfairly fucking outnumbered. So,
I have had some trouble breathing recently because of my stuffy nose and all the drainage.
yeah. I do really just need to get my nose fixed, but like, I don't know, man. There's just a bunch of other shit that I also
If you look at
keep
art,
having.
you can see Amy Lime.
May Lime? Let me see. No, because if I do this, I'm gonna have like a bunch of other people like start sending things. So I'm sorry. I don't want to start causing like
I didn't
an
know that
effect.
happened. What have I been missing? Oh, I thought you meant that you had a stuffy nose, not that you had a broken nose.
No, my nose is broken. Yeah, it's broken, but I had it like a few years ago. It was because you remember those like spoiled dipshit roommates I was talking about? Yeah, like, and that fucking girl that like fucking like hit me with her fucking heels. Yeah, those were, it's like that's the person. It's like that's the person that fucking broke my nose. And the reason why I didn't attack her back was because the fucking guy was also there, and there was two fucking people there. Even if she didn't do anything, he would have done something. And to be fucking honest, I didn't have any pepper spray. I didn't have anything like that. So I had a gun, but I couldn't get to my gun safe, so that was fun. So
What is wrong with people?
everything is wrong with people. People are just assholes, and there are spoiled brats in the world.
Oh dang, Kohler's snout is gonna look like a crank now. Lime, smiley face.
Crank now, it's been looking like
I don't think
crank.
you've said that before, but either way you should probably get that fixed because having up for a few years is not good for you.
Having up for a few years? Well, it's been quite a few years, yeah. I mean,
That
for a few years is probably not good for you. I mean, I don't know what else to do, I could probably do that, but then I'm like, I have to make sure that my Medicare still fucking works, so, like, I also have to check if, like, I don't know. That's the reason why I'm like, I need to check my lungs. Maybe I should go, like, I just don't know where I would go for, like, I guess the emergency room is surgery, but, like, god damn it, man. It's like, it's just missing work is such a fucking bad problem, especially nowadays. Like, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I just never have gotten the time. Hold on. Let me see here. Let's see here. Broken nose. Oh, Jesus Christ. A teleologist. Jeez Louise. Huh. Oh, geez. I wonder if you can do it after it's already been broken. Let's see. A broken nose be fixed. Fixed after. Let's see. Actually curious. Sorry, I'm like really going off on a tangent.
I have a Weezer song stuck in my head.
A Weezer song. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, apparently you can just like I said, apparently you can just fix it though. Interesting. Okay. Good to know. I just didn't know if I could or not, so. Why did you open my door? The fuck? Okay, hold on. One sec. Did you open my door? Okay. I don't know. He's not over here anymore, so whatever.
Bro, my partner thought that a tank top was a binder, so they accidentally gave me a tank top instead.
One sec. Ugh. Let's close this one. Hold on. One moment. Okay. Damn it. Hit break or something. Alright. Anywho. Sorry.
I need to get some sleep,
Alright. You do that, Clove.
but I'm not tired.
Then take some sleeping pills. I don't know. Something that will knock you out.
I'm currently animating and there's silence then. Why did you open my door?
Science then. No, not you. I was talking about the freaking roommate because he opened my door. Some odd reason. Anyway.
Streamlined bureaucracy that we've come to expect today.
Yeah.
Classic internet forums used to be a much more intimate setting. And no, I'm not just talking about fetish and porn sites.
The internet is really, really great.
For porn.
I already gave
I'm
my 2
talking about
cents
how
on that.
many forums out there would have an active community of only a few hundred people. And compare that to the
Yeah.
web today, where almost all the traffic is consolidated to just a handful of platforms, and you just find yourself in an ocean of total strangers where you never see the same people twice. It's like trying to make friends in an airport terminal instead of a bar. There are just totally
Yeah.
different social dynamics at play that alter the entire situation. When you keep adding people to a system, eventually everything just gets too impersonal.
Yeah, and to be honest, I've said this multiple times, but I'm like, it really does feel that way, and unfortunately, like, I know somebody that used to talk about this a long time ago as well, like before the internet was so large, and I didn't really agree with them at the time because I was like, oh yeah, you guys are not even seeing me doing my drawing. Whoops, my bad. Sorry, I've been drawing for like the past like 20 minutes. Sorry. Um, what do I call it? Yeah, I just do think that like the past few years, man, it's interesting, right? Because like somebody told me a long time ago that like if too many people are on the internet, then we'll not have like the space that we have now. And I was like, oh no, that's fine. I'm like, things will change, but I don't think it will get worse. And, you know, to be honest, I also thought a lot more people are reasonable than normal, but the problem is it's just all the all of the reasonable people were on here at first, and then when people got unreasonable, it was like that's when things started shifting, you know. TikTok, you know, like all of a sudden TikTok started like made people want to be on the internet more. And I hate that. I hate the fact that social media just now makes everyone want to be a content creator. You know, YouTube was kind of like that before, where a lot of people want to be YouTubers all the time. But like, it was different because people wanted to not just, people didn't want it for the money most of the time. People were doing it because they just wanted to do it. Like every YouTuber from about like, I want to say not every, but a lot of YouTubers from like 2018 and before, it was, or like, no, not even that. I'll give it even earlier. 2016 and before. Like all of
I
those
am a Doom Scroll
people,
BRB.
all of those people, I say it, all of those very people like used to just like, how you say it? They used to like, you would ask them, it's like, hey, why'd you know, why'd you make YouTube videos? And a lot of them would say, oh, because I just, you know, it's like, well, just because I didn't really have anything else to do, you know, or a lot of them were just like in a dark place and YouTube helped them, you know, or like they would just, you know, they just wanted a little dose away from reality just for a little bit, you know, and then they ended up getting a huge following later because they, you know, because they're like, wow, people actually are interested in what I'm doing, right? That was the thing. That
I'm
just,
so confused on how it's still Thursday. I thought it was Friday.
nope. Well, it's Friday now. No, it's not. It is not. You're right. It's only been 40 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like YouTubers just used to be like YouTubers just used to not be like considered a job, right? Like they weren't considered like the celebrities. Because if you go out in public now and you're like, oh, I'm a YouTuber, people kind of know what that is now. Back then, if you went out like in the world, like people would be afraid to say that they were YouTubers, right? That is just not a thing anymore. If anybody says that they're a content creator, people just expect, like, know that, right? Like, when I hear people, like, when I tell people, like, I've gotten to the level now where I'm just okay with telling people that, like, I stream and I make, like, and I've made, like, content before. Like, I make YouTube videos and TikTok videos and shit. And, like, the reason why is just because it's like nothing I will ever do will ever reach the absolute heinousity of like regular content creators anymore. Because like content creators like nowadays are just not okay. They're just they're like people that are so like up
There's a
their
good
own
Jacksepticeye
ass.
clip that sums up the way modern content creators are.
Oh, I know. I've showed it before. The one where he's like, where they say like, yeah, why? It's like, do you think Mr. Beast ruined YouTube? And then he goes, And he goes like, oh, he goes like, yes. And then he says, why do you think it? And then he says, yeah, because of, it's because people do it for money rather than having fun. And it's true. This is why Jacksepticeye is such a respectful, like, this is why people respect Jacksepticeye for, like, for all the OG internet users, because that is just the truth. It used to be just people having fun. It was people just posting for the sake of fun. If somebody really, really did, like if somebody wanted to like do it for the money, they would have an extra incentive because it was like, hey, I want to do it for the money because I don't want to fucking work a shitty 9 to 5.
We respect him because he is correct.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, because back then, at the very least, if people did it for money, it wasn't because people like, it's not because people wanted to like do a get rich quick scheme or they just wanted to like, they just did it for like just purely the money. People wanted the money, like people just wanted the money to be able to like survive and do it and just do YouTube full time. That was like the fucking dream back then, right? That was such a dream back then because like everybody like, or all of the original users wanted to be like, hey, it's like, yeah, if I can become like a full-time YouTuber, that would be great because then I can make more stuff, like more content that is related to my genre, and I can maybe branch out and do other things later, I can go to conventions. I can start meeting like communities. I can start collaborating with other YouTubers because it's fun. Or like I could see other YouTubers, maybe even my like childhood dream YouTubers, right? Or maybe I could like, it's like I could connect with a bunch of communities. I could see other people that are interested in the same thing I am. Like YouTube was just like a hobby, and then everybody would be interested in that hobby and talk about their hobby, right? Like, and the funniest fucking thing about it, YouTubers did not talk about YouTube like they do now. Back then, if somebody was like a YouTuber, they wouldn't want to talk about YouTube. That wasn't the thing. They didn't want to talk about YouTube. They didn't want to talk about their analytics. They don't want to talk about their views. They don't want to talk about like how much money they were making. It was literally just because like if somebody had a YouTube channel, they'd be like, oh yeah. It's like, so what do you do for YouTube? And they're like, oh well, I do this and this and this. But then they would move on and be like, yeah, that was more of a question because they had to see what people are interested in. So it's like if somebody made content off of movie reviews, people would probably talk about movies. That was the thing. Like I'm an artist, right? An artist would be able to, I'm not really an artist, but I'm more of like a shit poster, right? But then people would be talking to me about like memes, right? Like because I'm a shit poster, right? Like shit poster, or like if I'm an artist, people would be talking about art. And like, people would actually like interact with each other so heavily, because it was like, hey, you're interested in the same thing I am. And I don't mind that much, but it's just nowadays that just isn't the case. I'm not joking you. The amount of times I've had like,
So kind of like how I operate my channel. Just make stuff to make stuff and document my superheroics.
Yeah, exactly. That's how YouTube just used to be. Like, yeah, it's kind of probably like how RLSH is now, Or not now, but back then, where people were just interested in like the superhero stuff, right? And like donating to charities and being together for charitable events, right? Like that was the case, that was the fun part of it, right? It's like, that's how it was for YouTubers. That's how it was for streamers, nobody ever does exactly, like nobody just does that anymore. Like, I'm not joking you, the amount of times I have had like content creators fucking message me and be like, oh hey, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm doing great, how about you? And they're like, oh yeah, just doing great, just like about to stream. And I'm like, all right, yeah, good luck, have fun. And then they're like, oh, how many viewers come to your stream? And I'm like, probably, I don't know, like 2 or 3. And they're like, oh, well, that's great. I'm this channel that's been around for I'm like, dude, I did not ask you about your like streaming, like your Twitch channel. Shut the fuck up. I did not ask you about your viewer base or anything about you. All right. It's like, it's like if you ask, it's like, oh, what do you do for your channel? I'm like, I don't know, draw. Then they talk about art. sure, I'm totally interested in that, right? Like, there's so many game developers that I have talked to that are genuinely interesting people. But guess what? They talk about it because they like making video games, not because of the fact that they like, because they get views off of it. Video games are like the hardest thing to get profit off of, so they're still very real about it, right?
Hi,
You
Three.
know. Hi, Karai. How was work? How was errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. Yeah, but I mean, YouTubers just like they were like that before. Like nowadays, it just feels like all they like, even when I talk to like other YouTubers and streamers, it's just like, or not talk to them, but when they message me, I just immediately expect them to just like talk about views and collaborations and shit.
In my
And
opinion,
I'm like,
flexing about your account and how much views and money you earn is just annoying.
yeah.
I got to
and
go look for
that's-
who the fuck asked.
Yeah.
I don't care about the analytics of your channel.
Exactly, bro. Honestly, I don't care about numbers. If I wanted to know about numbers, I would ask a fucking robot. If I cared about numbers, I would ask goddamn fucking DeepSeek or ChatGPT or whatever, right? And you guys know how much I hate AI. If I cared about my analytics, I would just ask the robot. If I cared about your analytics, I would ask a robot. Because guess fucking what? It tells me all about your channel and all about, like, the views you make on your channel and shit. I don't care about that, Like, I just don't care about... I don't care about the viewership. I don't care about the people. I don't care not about the people. I don't care about... Sorry. I don't care about the numbers. Let me say that. I care about the people, but, like, I care about you guys, but I don't care about the numbers, right? I don't care about the fact of, like, if I become this famous YouTuber or streamer.
I choked on my water somehow.
Like, if I really wanted to... Choked on your water? That's common. I've done that many, many fucking times. Like, and then it, like, burns sometimes, depending on what it is, Like, it burns your nose. Fucking hate when I do that shit.
And then they give you advice about how to get your channel's views up, but in reality, you don't give a shit.
Oh my god, yeah, dude, especially that. Yeah, this one fucking channel, like, messaged me about that shit. And they were asking me all about my analytics and shit. And I'm like, bro, I don't care. And then I looked at their channel and they're a fucking reaction channel. And I'm like, I don't want to collab with you because all they did was like react to things. And I'm like, okay, sure. Don't get me wrong. I'm a hypocrite for that, right? I also live stream and react.
That's so fucking stupid.
I don't post videos of reactions. And if I do, it's very much like it's related to a specific topic. It's because I actually like care about the topic enough, right? It's like I just don't like that shit, I don't even remember who the fuck it was, but there was this, let's see. There was this one girl. Yeah, here she is. Fucking Alex Life. This fucker. I think I showed you guys, but like it's like this person previously messaged me. They blocked me, but that was after I fucking told them, I don't give two fucks. Like, if you actually want to talk to me about if you want to actually talk to me about topics you're interested in, sure, I'm fine with that. But don't fucking sit here, don't sit here just like acting like you're fucking, don't act like you're a big ass celebrity, Like, subscribers don't mean shit anymore. I'm sorry to say it, Like,
You don't just react either. You also draw and talk to your viewers.
Yeah, that, Like, I mean, because, let's look at this fucking channel for a second. I don't do shit like this. I get it. I am a slop channel too, right? I get it. I make slop on occasion as well, right? But I care about the topics I do. I don't just, like, sit here and fucking, like, and react to just, like, random shit. I don't react to, like, Steven Universe and like, random TV shows, right? I do that. I did that like once or twice. But like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, I do watch like YouTube videos. That's not, and commentary channels probably hate that I do that shit. But I try, like I said, I try to like keep it to the point where I am like, I try to keep it to the point where like I don't do videos like this. And if I do, I only keep the parts that I'm talking about. Like, I try very hard to make sure that I am, like, genuinely interested in these topics.
Why would you want to react to Steven Universe? Like there's nothing to say about it.
I couldn't get into it, to be honest. I couldn't get into it at all. Yeah, I mean, it's just so bad. It's like it's just poorly done, you know? Like I mean, look at all these fucking people here
I'm
too.
super.
Hold on. Look at all those people there too. No, she's wait, what the fuck? There's like a thing where there's like a shitload of gifs. Oh well. Yeah, and then this shit right here, having to put like a little banner thing over it and then make it transparent just to react to that kind of thing. I'm like, bro, I just don't want to do that. You know, don't get me wrong, if it's like a YouTuber that like really sucks and I have to like use their clip for context, sure, fine. But like I don't do this, man. Like this is just annoying, right? Like it's just spam. It just feels like spam. It's slop content. And don't get me wrong, I get it. My content's also slop. I mean, you know, you go to my channel, it's like, you know, me shit post, me talking to the camera. Let's see. One that's like a quick video telling artists to put like no AI logos. You know, Gen talking to the camera. Fucking shit post about me talking about how shitty AI is. Another one. This was just sad. Then another shit post. Like, I mean, I still fuck around, right? Like, I'm doing shit that I like to do. Like, and that's not a crime, you know? It's not bad to do that. Like this, I technically just was trying to, I just kind of wanted to shit on Asmon garbage. This one, I get it. This one was definitely for content. I just want to fuck with people. So, like, you know, it's just the problem. Like this one, I just want to, like, people wanted me to play all the games and I did it because viewers wanted me to play it, which is fine, you know. And it's just like, I just wish that, like, you know, fan art, obviously, like, I just care about what I make, you know. I do. I genuinely do. Like, it doesn't seem like it, but, like, you know, I know that this is all still slop content, but I care about what I make. Like, it may not seem like it, but I do. I care about what I do. I care about what I make. I care about making YouTube videos. Like, if I do, like, it's not even the fact that I'm making content. I care about the fact of, like, a topic. If I am making content, it better be like, there must be a reason that I have to do it, right? You know, sometimes I almost nearly finish editing a video, and then sometimes I question myself and go like, the fuck am I doing? And I just don't do it, you know? That's the beauty of it sometimes, you know? I get it. There is algorithms. I get it. You have to, like, feed the machine. But, you know, if you start doing shit for the machine, you'll never do anything for yourself, you know? Like, I just don't think people understand that. Like, I don't know. I've been talking for 30 minutes, but I think people just need to understand the fact that, like, sometimes just when you make content on the internet, you need to make it for yourself before you make it for anybody else. Or if you do make it for your viewers, do that.
My wife chose violence and threw a cat on me.
Chose violence and threw a cat on you? Oh no. Did the cat go crazy? Or were they just like, or were they behaved? Oh yeah. Hey, you should hand your wife the phone real quick. I just want to tell her something real quick. Totally nothing else.
Back. Okay, lol.
Yeah.
I find Batman annoying.
I find Batman annoying? Which version? There's like 30 versions of Batman.
Silence.
Yeah, there's like 30 versions of Batman, so I mean, I can make it real uncomfortable, be like silent for like 5 minutes. Here, watch. I'll put on like a timer for like 1 minute and like just tell me how agonizing this is. Hold on. Let's see. Let me put a timer on for here. I'll put it on for a minute 30.
Oh god. The real one who I'm in a group chat with.
Real one I'm in a group chat with. Let's see. All right. Here's a full minute. The real one I'm in a group chat with. Oh. Oh, like there's a real life Batman? Oh, I guess you said there's a lot of them, I guess. Fair enough. All right. A minute of silence. Let's see how agonizing this is. You know what? Actually, no. You know what? Happy birthday is 30 seconds long, right? Like, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's like 20 or 30 seconds long, right? Let's see how long you're supposed to wash your hands for and see how agonizing that shit is. Let's see here. All right. This is how long you're supposed to wash your hands for. And I'll stay silent for that.
This is so weird for being silent. I'm so used to color yapping. Color did you die?
That's how long you're supposed to wash your hands for. Yeah, I'm like, it's agonizing. It's an agonizing amount of time. I think that's how long you're supposed to wash your hands for. It's that long. Yeah, so, you know, ain't great. Hold on. Wait, let me see.
I didn't even notice you weren't talking.
Oh, yeah. I wonder where where that other person is right now. The person that handed their phone to their wife.
Y'all, my sleep senses are tingling.
I guess I should have told them to tell them that, like, to tell them that, that they were here, because I don't think they know how to use it. Yeah. My sleep senses are tingling? Oh, man.
Hello?
Hi, how you doing? June Buggy's wife. So I heard that you threw your guys' cat on your husband, I think, or wife. I'm not too sure. I did not catch the gender of the person I'm talking to. I am kind of curious though. What is he usually not a fan of like what your cat does?
I'm starting to feel sleepy.
You should totally fuck with him a little bit more. Or her. I'm not too entirely sure what gender your wife is. I apologize. Or your husband or wife. I'm not too entirely sure. I guess I should have asked them that. Starting to feel sleepy.
LMAO.
Yeah, I just, here, I'll put on some music so it's not just like dead silent. Hold on. We'll have some rain in the background.
Wife and somewhat confused what the cat doesn't like or what she doesn't like.
Wife and somewhat confused. The cat like or no, not the cat. Your wife. You know, as you said, because I told them to hand the phone to you because I wanted what I call it. I told them to hand the phone to you because I wanted you to fuck with them a little bit more, just for goofiness sake. But it's all right. I don't know exactly like, cause I don't know what you could do with your cat that would like, I don't know if your cat likes like, you know, like scratching like blankets and stuff. I know when cats like are on blankets, they like, you know, take their claws out and they kind of like scratch, like, you know, dig into it like back and forth. And I'm like, I know some people as cat owners hate that. So, and I'm just kind of curious, you know, I don't know. What's the thing they dislike the most? Let me not dislike, but like, what's a thing that you use to fuck with them the most? If you don't mind me asking, because I could probably do it on stream too. Like, is there any songs that are like earworms for them at all? Here, I'm gonna put in some rain now. Ooh, jeez, that's loud. Sorry. Throw some rain so it's like not just dead silent.
I don't know, she doesn't listen to much music, P.
Oof. What's like sounds that could really like bug them? Or do they not like bug? Actually, no, I don't want to freak them out. I don't want to like jump scare them with a bug. What's something that's like really funny that like that I could probably do on my end that would just like that would just like you know, that would just mess with them?
I thought that was some metal music or something at full volume for a second.
No. Ah, yes, the classic metal music, the classic Loud Rain. This is my favorite album. Like, you know, I just got it's so good, you know, we just got to turn that shit up, man. It's so great.
LMAO.
Anyway, alright.
Metal Rain.
Metal Rain. Rain. Anyway, alright. Can't do that voice right now.
I'm going to just listen.
Going to just listen? Fair enough. You do that.
She can't freaking stand ASMR though.
She can't. Oh, like Rain ASMR, or like what type of ASMR? Because I am really good at messing with people with that.
I fucking hate ASMR.
Oh, I know a lot of people do in here.
It makes me so uncomfortable. Any kind.
Any kind. Okay, so they would probably hate the food one. Oh, okay, so they would hate the rain sounds then, huh? Uh-oh. Okay. Maybe I'll turn it off afterwards then. Okay, I'll keep this one off to the side for a second then. Alright, I have it in the background. Whenever you're ready, I'll just play that off in the background. I can't whisper myself because I'll just start coughing, so...
Hey guys, welcome to my ASMR-chan cough cough cough.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for helping me mess with my wife, lol.
Thank you for helping me mess with my wife, yeah. Tell them to let me know when, what do you call it, when they're back too, just so I know that it's them again. And I'll start playing it now, so...
Back.
Welcome back, how you doing? I hope everything's going well for you. Yeah, I don't know, she's an interesting person to talk to, man. You're a very lucky person. You're a very lucky,
Y'all, it was dead silence. I was
Life,
falling
I
asleep and
think?
the voice woke me up.
Which voice? Which one are you talking about? Which one? Just me, like, not talking, or what? Oh, I just freaking nicked my balls with, like... with some, you know, with some,
I don't know why, but I hate that noise.
yeah.
The text-to-speech.
Oh, yeah.
AHH, what the?
Yeah. Alright.
OMFGE. You.
Yeah. Alright, anyway, we should probably continue the video, most likely. Yeah. You? What are you guys saying you
What
for?
are these noises that I'm hearing?
What noises? What are you guys talking about? What noises? Alright, anyway, let's continue the video.
You can't form any long-lasting, meaningful relationships when you're just surrounded by this revolving door of strangers. And I think this is a significant factor in why
am I
sites
stopping?
like modern Twitter and
What, you want me
Reddit
to stop this video? I mean, he hasn't really said anything yet, though, you know.
Holy fuck you.
Okay, alright, I'll stop.
Stop the chewing. I'm going to click off the stream, I swear to God.
Yeah,
I'm all for messing with people, but there's such a thing as going too far.
I mean, to be fair,
That was torture help.
yeah, I know. Your wife told me to do that, so, you know. You know, just wanted to let you know. Yeah, she just want, I just love the fact that she, attacked you with the
I
cat.
am incredibly uncomfortable.
And, like, fucked with you, so I just kind of wanted to help her with that. Anyway.
LOL, of course she was a part of it.
Yeah. Anywho.
It feels so bad to use. There's absolutely no consistency in the people you interact with. You get the sense that anything you contribute to the conversation is going to be totally inconsequential. And that's because on modernized internet platforms, it doesn't feel like you're talking to real people. No, instead it feels like you're stuck in this room with a giant hive mind of zombies. Because when you
Yeah.
get too many people in the same place, eventually these mob dynamics start to break out. Any new
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that. I mean, yeah, that's just true, you know. It does suck because, like, when people have differing opinions, it ends up, like, causing, what do you call it? When people have differing opinions, it makes people, like, think a little bit more about what they're doing most of the time, or what they're saying a lot of the times. But because now we're at the point where, like, you know, people can just be isolated with, like, YouTubers and shit, it just ends up, how'd you say it? It just ends up kind of being this huge, same type of, like, you know, same type of opinions, same type of, like, you know, thought process, same type of everything, right? Everybody just talks like the same type of person. And it sucks because it's like everybody does have, like, a lot of people have the same opinion, but then because of all these people that have like the same exact opinion, nobody ever goes outside their comfort zone because of the fact that if anybody goes outside their comfort zone, they just get destroyed by a different person that has a different perspective. Like, they get not just a person, but multiple people. Like, if I go into, like, someone, like, you know, if I go into any YouTuber's chat that isn't, like, or, like, comment section, and I disagree with something, I'm going to have, like, 50 other people, like, attack me for it. And that's the sucky part about it. Nobody ever compromises. Nobody ever, like, tries to look at, like, the entire picture most of the time. And that's what sucks. Because every situation is different from each other, right? And nobody seems to understand that. Or people do. People understand that, but it's just people want to be the right ones, and because because a bunch of people agree with you, you think that you're the one in the right. You know, when sometimes that's just not the truth. Like,
Ad.
okay, and there's Mossy. Mossy got an ad. Guess we'll wait for a second. God damn, it's only 12 right now. I've only been talking for such a short amount of time.
Back.
Yeah, yeah, it's because everybody had, like, even if you try to get somebody's different perspective, you can get someone else's perspective, but then you try to, like, tell people, it's like, yeah, but here's the reason, like, I agree with this part, but this part I don't really necessarily entirely agree with,
BRB,
and
I may
here's
throw my ring at my
why.
wife RQ cause she said she's going to bed.
Oh, okay. Your ring? What? Yeah. I just, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, it's just the fact that, like, everybody has these differing opinions. But the crazy thing is, the reason why we had resolutions to it back then was because eventually everyone would come together and be like, oh yeah, this makes sense. This is like, you know, this is why the opinion of, like, this is why corporations, this may sound crazy to everybody, but people didn't used to hate corporations back then. People weren't like, it wasn't such a generational thing to like hate giant corpos. Back then, people were like thought that they could trust them immensely, but because of millennials and Zoomers, corporations have had a lot more distrust throughout the years, and because of like how much they've been exposed, like with, you know, literally killing people time and time again, it's just, you know, it's how do you say it? People have just gained less and less trust of corporations, and that
Back in for
would.
context, it's our way of saying good night to each other.
I gotcha. I got it. That's fair enough. Hey, babe, good night. Boink. No. Kink. Sorry. That is a very funny way to say good night. Yeah, but, I don't know. I feel like people, like, I don't know. It's annoying, right? Because I'm like, the reason where the corporation, like, hating on corporation thing came
That's
from.
basically it, LOL.
Yeah, when it came to corporate, you know, when it came to corporate, like, or talking about like how bad corporations are, it came from the internet. It came from people like coming together to basically make this opinion that giant corporate, like greedy corporations suck balls, and if they're killing people, that's not a good thing. You know, that's what the opinion was, right? And to be fair, people like try to give a lot of talking points and rebuttals to it, but eventually everybody came to this conclusion, right? And I hate the fact that like we can't do progress like that anymore, right? You know, like I just don't think it's annoying that we can't take baby steps, because that's how we used to make progress before, with small little baby steps. Now we can't do that anymore, because everybody's screaming at each other. It's all a screaming match, you know? I think it's important to sometimes find a middle ground amongst everything, you know? Like, for example, I just don't think killing people is necessarily, like, a good thing, but, you know, I think that if it's like, you know, I don't know. Like, that's just, like, a thing for me. I don't like innocent citizens getting killed, right? You know, but unfortunately, people find that controversial now, and there's no, like, middle ground when it comes to that, you know? Sorry, that was a really dark example to give, but, you know, it just, nobody has the same opinion. Like, it's funny because everybody has, like, these differing opinions, but it's category A or category B. You don't get, there's not, like, 30 different categories where it's like, people can find this middle ground, but never reach it. You know, like, it's like you're rare if you find a middle ground for things, and it fucking sucks, because there is always middle ground, like, to things, right? You know, it's the reason why, like, really bad people can just, you know, exist now and have a platform, because just everybody has, they have these hive minds of people that just have the same opinion and nobody differs from it. Nobody is their own independent person anymore, and it sucks.
Nuance just gets consolidated into this universally correct opinion.
Yep,
And
there it
people
is.
just sort of cease to exist as individuals. If your ideas don't fall in line with this bulk majority consensus, then your opinions are just completely invalidated. And,
Yep, there you go. Yep.
And sure, there were plenty of forums back in the day that were extremely gatekeepy. And yes, lots of them were built around this requisite belief system that it was assumed you'd had before you could join. But even back then, people would at least hear you out if you disagreed with the consensus.
Yes,
They would engage
that.
with what you had to say. And I think it was way more common for veteran forum posters to engage in debate, to have different
Yeah.
opinions that they could express without getting instantaneously banned. And
Yeah.
over time, it was precise.
And that's,
Hello,
that's,
bros.
that's just it, Hi, Sticky Fluff. It's been a while.
Bad apple.
Bad apple? What do you mean, bad apple? What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just wish, like, I just wish being banned was, like, or I just wish, like, because banning people used to only exist for people that would do, like, actual heinous, like,
Replying
things,
to Stick Fluff.
right?
Bad apple. The Vocaloid song.
Like, for doing actual things.
110.42.234:20524.
Ow.
What?
Anyway. What is that? Is that an IP address?
What?
The fuck? What? Why did you... What is that? Why did you do that?
Kohler Jason coughed their lungs out.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I just sneezed. You'll know when it's a cough. Weirdly enough, I'm not coughing right now. Which is interesting. You would think I would be. But I'm just having trouble breathing right now. Oh, what is this? Hold on. What the hell am I looking at here? Huh?
It's a code I had saved to my board.
Oh. I was like so freaking confused. I'm like, what code? For what?
I can't remember what it is.
Hopefully not your IP address. Because that sounds like really bad. I have your IP, your home address too. Government files say a lot about you. Yeah, these are like it's pulling up like IP address stuff.
Man,
Huh.
you're like the only streamer I watch.
Only streamer that I watch? I mean, dude, that's fair enough. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't have patience for streamers anymore, which is fair. I get it. Sometimes,
Because you're the best.
because I'm the best. Not really. That's just a false thing. But appreciate it nonetheless.
I'm TRYNK to be positive.
Trying to be positive. No, I appreciate it. And that's good to be positive. It's good to not always be negative all the time. I just don't agree with you because I'm not the best, unfortunately. I can still have a bit of this mentality, though, that I am better than, the top streamer. Well, not the top streamer, but let's see. Specifically the, hold on, let me look at his list real quick. Let's see what number he's hit so far.
Also,
let's see. Let's see. I could say I'm better than... Whoa.
Is that the bad dragon logo on your head?
What? What are you talking about? What's on my head? I could say I'm better than the number 4 streamer. He's hit number 4, unfortunately. No! Queso didn't dethrone him again. Oh, no. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. Okay. I will say this. Like, this is how you know it's about quantity and not quality. Look who's number 13 right now.
How does he not know, guys?
How the fuck is XQC?
Og Hyperoz I've not seen before 3.
How is XQC, like, number 13? Who the like, why? Why is he number 13? Like, what the fuck? Like...
Who's XQC? Replying to Stick Fluff, is that the bad dragon logo on your head? He won't ever answer that question. He just rage baits us when we ask.
What are you talking about? I'm not rage baiting you guys. What am I rage baiting you guys on? Sometimes I'll do that, I guess.
Okay, buddy.
XQC, yeah, XQC is literally just a dude that doesn't talk. Like, he just, like, he plays a video and then he just doesn't talk the whole time. That's his whole thing. He never talks. Like, just imagine me watching this whole video without talking. Ever. Like, that's, or, like, saying, like, things with
Isn't
broken
XQC also
English.
pyrocynical?
Pyrocynical? No, Pyrocynical is someone completely different. What? What the fuck? Where did you get Pyrocynical and XQC from? No. That's just false. That is heavily false. Is that like a joke? Or
Aren't they the same guy?
No. No, they aren't. What? Where did you get that from?
I think I've been lied to.
Yeah. No, yeah. What the fuck, dude? I mean, they look like the same, but that doesn't mean that, you know, they're two completely different people.
Discord has stopped notifying me for streams.
Oh, whoa. Wait, hold on. Oh. Oh, whoa. Whoa.
I missed like half of ITT.
Dude, whoa. Hold on. Wait. Pyrocynical's been doing things that aren't
well.
slop. Wait a second.
well.
Hold on.
Oh well.
Wait a second. Whoa. Hold on. He's been actually doing things that aren't just slop. That's... Wow. Okay. You know what? Good for him. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, he started posting on his main channel again. That's pretty sweet.
Oh well.
Good for him, dude. Good for him.
What?
Oh, he's like made a completely separate channel now. Interesting.
He does have an inflation thing though.
Who does? Who has an inflation thing? Yeah,
Pyro.
Pyro? So? Like an inflation fetish? I mean, so what? By this point, man, who cares? We need weirdos on the internet. Honestly.
Also, I got new drip.
Honestly, good. At least, like, fucking someone, at least, like, fucking someone on the internet actually acts like a fucking internet person and isn't just, like, some hypocrite. That's kind of the difference. Pyrocynical has gotten better. Let me say that. Because when he first started, or, like, when he was, like, really popular, he was kind of a dick. But then things changed, and he became just a better person. Like, over the years. He stopped becoming a drama channel and became, like, just somebody better. Simple as that. He started not great, and then, like, and then rather than being, like, a dipshit, he just instead went into a direction that was a respectful version, you know? Simple as that. I think that's cool, you know? I'm very glad that he's still. I'm very glad that he's still around because he's just much better now. So, you know, and I respect him for that. So, you know.
Precisely these differences that allowed people to stand out as individuals. And since most forums didn't have that much traffic, you would see the same general group of people over and over again. And eventually you'd start to pick up on their distinct quirks and mannerisms,
Yeah.
what they liked, what they disliked. You'd eventually start to see them as an individual.
That's also the reason why, like, with animation as well, like, characters being drawn, like, in very specific ways were also just kind of, like, easier to draw back then. Because
Everyone
you
ignore
don't...
what may or may not be my IP address.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, you know, people just kind of don't... I don't know. Like, people...
TW.
Like, nowadays, when you draw people...
I
or
forger.
when, like, when you make fun of somebody...
Lols.
It's not for the sake of, like, just humor anymore. It's for the sake that they just suck, right? Like, that's the problem. Like, I don't think... You know, I just don't think, you know, people being, like, human anymore just exist. Like, I mean, it kind of does, but... It's just we're heavily outpopulated by the people that aren't. I don't know how to explain that. You know, it's just who we are.
I found the weirdest shit on Reddit.
I just fucking... I just fucking closed the goddamn thing I had. I just accidentally removed all of the tabs that I once had. And I don't know which button I hit. Did I hit F4? I did hit F4.
Rip.
Okay. Thank God. Okay, it's back.
Replying to Stick
Individual
iFlow,
person
I found the
just
weirdest
like
shit on
you
Reddit.
with
Reddit
their
is evil.
own thought-
What do you expect?
What did you find on Reddit, if you don't mind me asking?
And opinions. And stuff like that was important in building up trust and respect. It
Yeah.
made online communities stronger. To me,
Yeah.
that was the intrinsic motivation for using the internet. But for a lot
Yeah.
of people, it wasn't enough. You see, in the old
Yeah.
days, the web was sort of like this quasi-public service.
Yeah.
People would pretty much just hang out there because they felt like it. It's how they chose to spend their time.
Yeah.
User-generated content was made because people thought it was cool. Or they
Yeah.
just wanted to
Guys
make
saying incest is
something
cool if you give
neat and
consent. They're saying
There
that
it
consent is the only
Yeah.
issue.
There it is, Clay World, right there. Yeah, this is fucking Clay World. Literally shit like this. Like, Clay World is basically, like, a pretty good, like, version of what old YouTube used to be. You
Ugh.
know. Like, yeah, I mean, that's just how it used to be. It was great. Hey guys, I got 3 grenades with your names on them. Jimmy, throw the grenade! I'm not afraid! Fucking great, dude. I love stuff like that back then, man. It was unpolished, but that's kind of what made the charm of it, you know? Yeah, if any of you guys got that reference, you guys are real ones, you know? Like, you know, you guys are just fucking real ones in that. Anyway,
mental to share with others.
yeah.
But over the years, there was this increasing pressure from powerful entities to turn the internet into this money-making enterprise.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't enough for the web to be this cool place where you could hang out and meet new people. For these big
And to be fair, for individual people as well, it did end up, like, kind of, like, the money incentive really did help sometimes, because, like, a lot of times people just, like, people wanted to
Later, Strader.
people wanted to see people. All right, you have a good night, Sticky Fluff. Appreciate you hopping on by. Don't get me wrong. Do I think the money is, like, was a bad implementation? Yes. But at the same time, having that incentive of, like, just getting paid to do something was a, like, mutual thing. Like, not only did a content creator, like, or a YouTuber, like, not just want to make YouTube videos, but, like,
Yeah, link
people that-
EC0R6NX2GCA4 clipped by M0SSYW0RM.
people watch the what do you call it? People that were watching that person also wanted them to become full-time eventually, because people really liked their entertainment. People really liked their stuff back then. It was a mutual thing. Nowadays, you just click on a YouTube video and be like, oh yeah, that was interesting, and then you move on. You know, I don't think I've subscribed to somebody in a long time because of the fact that it just doesn't feel like I really care that much if a certain person gets success or not. Sometimes I will, but there's gotta be an end goal here, you know? And most of the time, just subscribing to certain people just makes no sense, you know? Like, why would I subscribe to your YouTube channel if you just don't have any end goal, you know? I mean, I'll probably do it for background noise, probably. But again, I just don't, you know, some people just don't make the best videos. You know, some people especially with commentary stuff, there's some good stuff. But again, it's like, why would I just subscribe to another YouTube channel when there's somebody else already doing it for full time with commentary? With art, I completely get it. With art, it's all unique. Everything is still different and unique. There's different takes, different things, different animations, different endings. Like, the end goal is to make more animation, and I know your intentions, right? It's like that stuff I can subscribe to and continue watching because of the fact that it's like, you know, I can actually, when I'm eating, like, food...
Animating is really fun right now.
Yeah.
Usually it's a mess and I hate it.
It is always a mess. It's always going to be frustrating, but that's also fine. You know, that's the point. It's not supposed to be just like a one and done. Yeah, and that's the thing. Animation, like, and I mean like real animation, not fucking AI. Y'all know that, but, you know, it's like animation, like, to this day, is still unique. I had a friend that showed me a show that was like, that he's watching. And it was an animation, and it was very unique. It was very different, and you know, it was like, you know, the main fucking...
Gen AI shouldn't exist.
No, it shouldn't, you know? It was very unique. I don't even remember the name of it. I think it was called, like, Gaming something. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it, because it was, like, it was called something. I can't remember. Let's see. I think it's called The Real Gamers Pilot. Let me see if I can find the pilot. It was really cool. Let's see. Nope, it is not that. Something gaming. Can't remember the name of it. Not Homestuck. Maybe I can find it? It's here, but... What the fuck? What the hell? Someone made another animated pilot to Pibby. What the fuck? Wait. Huh? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, where is it? I can't remember the name of it. Can't remember the name, but like, yeah, it's just, it was really interesting, but I can't find it, unfortunately. It's just Alpha Betas keeps popping up instead.
Explain to me how. I'm going to bed. Turned into your bed cause my wife refuses to explain.
Oh yeah.
There was no official pilot to Pibby. It was just a trailer.
Gamecade. Gamecade, this is the... Well, yeah, I know, the animated pilot was a fan pilot. Yeah, Gamecade, this. Yeah, this is the show he was showing me. He was like, yeah, shit like this, right? Things like this are like all over YouTube all the time, right? And every time I see animation like this, it's just unique enough. It's different enough. Like, it's not... Everybody has their own way of making things. Obviously, this is a massive team and shit, but like, you know, like, it's just interesting, right? Like, it works. Like, if I search up an animation, it's different from the next. Like, animation just is unique, and it's always been unique.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's just sweet, dude. Like, you know... Like, if I search the word, like, pilot, you know how many people I'm going to get? Hold on. Animated... I get so many fucking pilots, bro.
Oh, I've seen that guy before.
Like, here's, like, look, there's even, like, a whole playlist of them. 88 separate pilots here, man. I mean, you know, and some of these are probably, all these are probably the big ones, but, you know, it's so fucking important. Like, it's just crazy. Like, with Rough Rough Danger Dogs, I didn't even recognize, but Rough Rough Danger Dogs isn't actually that big of a, wasn't that big of a channel before. I mean, now they are, but they're not as big as a lot of other pilots, and I fucking love this show, dude. Like, it's pretty decent, you know? It reminds me of the old shows I used to watch when I was a kid, dude. Like, this kind of stuff just is great. I love this stuff, man. And I wish that it just, like, you know, and it's always around. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Like, animation will forever just always be unique. Like, nothing looks the same from each other. Like, even the thumbnails. Like, you know how a lot of times you get a lot of people with the same thumbnails? Well, how about animation? Check this shit out. Look how different all of these thumbnails are from each other. Tell me, like, look how different all of these are from each other, you know? Oops, hold on, sorry. It's like they're just all different. They're not the same format like commentary videos are. They actually, like, you know, they actually have their own unique flavor, their own unique taste, their own unique look, their own unique everything. It is different, and I love that about animation. All of them will look different every time because it's art. And that's the beauty of it, you know? Not everything has to be like this specific formula, you know? It just doesn't have to be. You know, if I search like, you know, if I search like animation, I feel like if I search animation, I'm going to get some bad shit, but you know what? Actually, no, I don't even want to do that because I'm like, you know, it's so much better, dude. Like, it is. It's just great. Maybe if I search like, let's see, animated short. Hold on. It probably is going to give me shorts, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, like, if I search animated short... Ooh, okay, that's bad. That's slop. Okay. Why am I getting slop now? I guess apparently misspelling it gives you actual good stuff. Yeah, like, if I search, like, you know, animated short, like, I mean, you're gonna get a bunch of unique, different-looking things trying to... There we go. Like, I mean, that's AI, clearly, right there. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. But I mean, you know, no, it's CG, apparently. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get unique things. You know, you're gonna always get something unique. Even if you don't think about it, right? Like, it's just always something like that. And I think that it's interesting. There's obviously still some AI stuff here, but, like, you know, animation is different. Like, it always will be. Now, if I, like, now, let's say, like, I search through, how do you say it? Now, let's say I search through, I don't know, let's search through, like, commentary. Like, if I search through commentary videos now, let's see how different these all actually are. Like, there's the text, the crazy, like, why, oops, hold on. Let me even go this year, just to make it fair, too. Hold on. Yeah, let me go this year. And watch. Like, you know, crazy, wild text. Like, you know, a picture of their face. Some weird drama shit in front of it.
If people hate real art and like AI art more, then they shouldn't have any money because there's art on money.
Nope. Yep. There should be... Nobody should ever be giving their hard-earned cash to AI. Simple as that. Like, it's just these thumbnails aren't unique. That these... Okay, this is just completely different. Yeah, but I'm like, you know... I'm not really getting much going on here. Maybe if I search drama? Hold on. Let me search drama instead. I have to find very specific things, unfortunately. And I don't know who's, like, what drama channel is happening right now. Yeah, because now I get, like, India. Like, I just don't care for like I just don't care for like the modern landscape. You know, like let me even going to my homepage probably, I get tons of like commentary shit. And let's like, you know, and it sucks, dude. Really sucks. I mean, you know, like look at these thumbnails, man. This shock face, you know, with something off to the side, like, you know, arrow pointing at something with the CEO. This is an animation. See? Different animation, right? Judge says school must shield kindergartner from all. Jesus Christ. Okay. See, this is animation. This is different. Okay, and I got vocoded Charlie Kirk. What the fuck? Why do I have vocoded Charlie Kirk? Yeah, here we go. Bunch of random shit with like, you know, the face in the middle with all the garbage on it. Like, you know. I mean, it's just, they always got their face in it and then they got something else, right? It just, like, there you go. Big text, impact font, 2 random things. Like, it's just, it's annoying. I got shot? What the hell? Whoa, okay. Music, still different. Yeah, there we go. Another one. Another one of just a bunch of just random shit with arrows and random shit on it. Again, animation, unique looking. And then you're back to the fucking, you know, clickbait thumbnails again, right? It sucks. It really, really does. There we go. Boom. 4 panels, face in the middle. You know? It's like random text. You know? Random text, face on the front of it. Like, I just hate this meta, you know? And just being an artist, just like artists are always unique. Look how different this one is, you know? I mean, this is a commentary, but, you know, it sucks. It really, really does, because, like, even this one's, like, extremely shitposty, but it's not, like, you know, it's a meme, and it's unique, like, it's different. It's like a character that's, like, 3D animated, but it's, like, a dude fucking around, just having fun with it, and then big text, X in the middle. It's like, I still fall for this kind of stuff, but it just sucks that, like, you know, just shit like this just always fucking, like, is there. You know, it doesn't, I fall for it, unfortunately, so. Use AI to do it for me? What? Huh? Oh, this is a meme video. Oh, that makes more sense. I was, like, wondering what that was. Yeah, I just... You know, it's interesting. Yeah, there you go. Text, then just a bunch of other stuff now, you know. And then this guy's just using a blatant AI thumbnail. Just fucking, like, no effort. Text, and boom, face in the middle. Ay. 2 big fucking giant letters, social medias. Funny enough, character in the middle, but looks different, right? I don't know, artists just know how to make stuff different. Even this guy, like, still kind of makes some unique thumbnails sometimes. But, you know, big text, kind of same thing. This one, same shit. Like, I just... Ay. Sorry. The fucking hell? Sorry, that is really interesting me. Hold on. The fucking...
WTF. I like the music though.
Yeah.
Silly Billy off the chili eating Billy screaming silly.
Wow, that was something. That was certainly something. Wow. God damn, that actually was interesting. What the fuck? Alright. You notice how that stood out amongst all the commentary videos? Crazy how that works, huh? Fucking hell. Oof. Wow. Well, you know, crazy. Can't wait to have a bunch of those on my For You page now, or my recommended page.
Big tech and Wall Street
My
investor
feed.
types, there was this obsession with making the internet useful.
Yeah.
And not useful for the needs of the everyday person,
Nope.
because by the early 2000s, the web had largely achieved that already. No, the web had to become useful from a corporate perspective. It had to
Yeah.
succeed as an instrument of making profit. And from very early on, people could see the potential of the web to be this huge transformative thing for everyday life. But it took a
Yeah.
while for people to figure out how exactly that was going to work in practice.
And I did see that in real time because, like, to be honest, when I was on the internet back in the day, man, it was like bad thing after bad thing after bad thing after bad thing, like failure after failure after failure product. And corporations really just were throwing their arms up and being like, fuck it, we can't do anything with the internet. But then I think COVID came around and they saw an opportunity so fucking hard that they could not ignore it. And it worked. And that's the suckiest thing about it. I think if COVID did not happen, like, they would have never found use in the internet. I don't think it would have been as profitable. I think YouTube would have failed after, like, I think YouTube would have finally failed after a while. And Twitch would have probably, Twitch is kind of still dying, but, you know, it's just like one of those things where
I'm
people...
eating my ceiling fan.
Wait, why? You don't mind me asking? Yeah, I'm like, you know, they're not entire. Yeah, he's not entirely wrong.
Free will.
Yeah, I guess that's a choice. Yeah, I think it's just interesting that places like you know, places like YouTube, like, just would have not been as dominant as it was if the internet just wasn't being, like, forced onto with COVID. Because now pretty much everyone uses the internet now, and I don't really like that, to be honest. Even third world countries, and I'm not a fan of it. Sometimes, I should say. But, you know, I'm not a fan of the internet nowadays because of that. But, you know, I still like the niche things, but again, it's too far.
And in the early days of the web, a lot of investors lost a lot of money
How are you doing,
because
Color?
they believed the internet would be
I
useful
am-
in these ways that
I'm not coughing as much, but that was after I got home, so, and I still haven't seen a pulmonologist yet, so, but I've been having kind of no answer sometimes, so I'll try to see if I can call another one tomorrow, so.
didn't end up mattering. But eventually, the business world did start to figure out how the internet could be used effectively for
There it is, 2020, right? Let me see. I think that's correct. 2015. Yeah,
COVID era internet was fine by me, but of course nothing good lasts forever.
COVID era internet was fine by me. You have never you do not remember 2012 internet then, because I'm like, that shit was the fucking best, dude. 2012 to 2014 internet, like even early 2000s internet was fantastic. I loved it, you know, other than some of the racist stuff, but you know, it was fun. It was really fun. You know, I love that era. Like, you know, it's just like, you notice how by 2016, you know, like all of a sudden, like when a bunch of shitty movies came out from Hollywood. Like,
2012 was better though. I agree.
yeah, you remember, like, you notice how in 2016 everything, like, the stocks went way the fuck up on Amazon?
Ameline.
You know, it's literally because of the fact that it's because of the fact of COVID, right? Or not COVID. It's because of the fact that, like, I honestly, maybe not, but I do think maybe I'm not, like, a lot of people fucking bring this up, and I probably will get fucking thrown in jail for this shit or get killed for it. But
Replying to MK the Toaster. Ameline. Lime.
I'm gonna say something very political for once. I think MAGA ruined the internet. That sounds crazy, but you notice how every time you try to tell facts to those people, they don't fucking listen? Like, you try to tell them anything and they just only believe what one person is saying, or like only like their own bias. Like, I think MAGA ruined the internet. Not just politics, but MAGA specifically.
I also miss the early 2010s era of the internet. Homemade videos were all the rage and games weren't made more for enjoyment than profit.
Yeah. I mean, people would just do fucking stupid shit because it was fun. And not like
What's mega?
stupid shit for intention.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, I just am not, like, I honestly think,
I get it.
yeah, maybe that's not too far, but, like, you know, I feel like that's when things started taking a turn. Maybe not, like I said, maybe not, but, like, it's just a little suspicious that once corporate companies, like, really started taking heed was when that movement started becoming a thing. And it's only made shit worse, you know. Maybe, obviously, I'm not, like, you know, obviously, sometimes I'm not the majority on that, but I just don't, you know, I'm not saying politics overall, I'm just thinking, like, politics, obviously, overall, but I think just MAGA specifically. I don't know. It just feels like that's who we're fighting 24/7, and it feels like it's just not fun. Like, it's not, there's just nothing you can do with those people. Like, and I know that I try to be, like, unbiased about politics with this kind of thing. I mean, I'm gonna be biased. There's always a bias, but, like, it's like, but they're very different. They don't listen to anything. They don't read anything. Like, they don't do much of anything other than just be jackasses. Like, them just be jerks. Maybe I'm crazy, but, like, that's just, it only seems like the moment that they started popping up is when things got worse.
Still, every party sucks and politics is a waste of time, most of the time.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But here's kind of the thing. Everybody else recognized that politics suck. People have recognized that shit for years. Nobody trusted politicians for years. And I mean years, ever. Like, my whole, like, you know, but then the MAGA movement came along, and all of a sudden people started trusting politics for no fucking reason. They started trusting politicians. And this is where it led, you know. I don't care, like, you know, like, both, like, Democrats and Republicans, both sides sucked balls, you know. And both sides fell for the fucking...
That hand is giving me Dave Miller vibes.
Hand is giving me Dave Miller vibes? Well, I'm about to make it even weirder, so...
Their means. And it pretty much just involved taking services from
Several
the
of my
real
colleagues have been
world
going to
and
ICE protests.
putting them
I would,
online.
but I would end up hurting some folk, so I can't.
Well, that's kind of the problem. I would be careful now because martial law has been put in place now. Like, it's gonna happen now. I think it's gonna be Monday is when martial law is gonna start becoming a thing. So, yeah, good luck, you know, because because military people will kill you. There's just no other, you know, they don't fuck around. And I'm gonna be fucking honest. I don't think that they're the typical military people that we once had before, because, you know, I'm gonna be completely honest here. Since we're in politics anyway, when you're involved in the military, if there is an illegal order that is happening, you as a military like soldier have to refuse it. Navy, Air Force, Army, you have to refuse illegal orders. That is just a common thing. You do not listen to illegal orders. But unfortunately, because military people aren't educated yet, because they haven't gone to college yet, because, you know, that's what, like, they pay for college, you know, when you're in the military, or in the military or Air Force and all that shit. Unfortunately, because they're not educated yet, people don't know that. Soldiers don't know that. They don't recognize that they're supposed to refuse illegal orders, because that's kind of the point. If an illegal order is made, you're not supposed to,
I'm gonna
like,
go to sleep.
you're not supposed to follow it. But unfortunately, because of that entire thing, they're followed all the time because they're just not educated on that.
GNN3.
So, you know,
Replying to MK the Toaster. Emma, go to sleep. Good night.
like, I don't care what side of politics you are on, you know. I don't care what side of,
You
like,
think the army is bad? The Marines are bigger jerks, and way more entitled.
yeah, no, I'm
And
not.
don't forget,
I'm not saying bad. I'm saying uneducated.
I always come back.
Bad is different. Uneducated is a whole different thing. You know, like, that's the thing is,
William Afton.
they're not educated, and I'm not saying that as an insult. It's just because they don't know that, because because they don't tell them that shit. That's kind of the problem.
Jason, look at my eyes and you'll understand.
They don't recognize
Look.
that the shit that is happening right now, they are supposed to be, like, right now, they're supposed to be surrounding the White House because they're following, like, because an illegal order has been made. So they need to keep an eye on the fucking politicians right now. But they don't know that, you know? Like, they literally are not supposed to follow, like, because the Constitution tells them to do that. If there's an illegal order being made, then they have to fight against the government. They have to surround the politicians, and they have to be like, no, the Constitution says this. This is an illegal act. You cannot do this. And they pull out their fucking tanks and guns and be like, it's like, go ahead, try to fight it, you know? Like, they are supposed to, like, that's how you prevent, like, fascism here. But that hasn't been used in a long time.
That's why I used it.
Yeah. Fucking Christ. Do. God, I fucking love that one. Horny daddy, horny daddy, horny daddy, horny daddy. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just, like, yeah,
I'm
it's
cackling.
crazy. It is crazy, you know. I don't know. The only unfortunate thing, last thing. The reason why I don't think anybody is fighting is because of the fact of, like, what's happening in Iran right now. Because in Iran, they're just killing their citizens. They just don't care. I don't know why. They just don't care. They'd rather just rule
When
in
tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. Thomas Jefferson.
tyranny becomes law and rebellion becomes duty. Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of the problem. I think what it is everybody's afraid of the fact that, like, that's, because, I cannot stress the fact that killing 20,000 of your own citizens is just not common. Like, it's just not a thing that has happened for literal fucking years like that. And I think people in the US are afraid because of shit like that. Because a lot of us recognize that
Amen to that,
corporations...
Zen.
Well, it's because corporations will try to corporations are going to kill us. That's the problem. They just want to kill us anyway. So it's just like if all of us fight, like, even if all 300, even if, like, let's say 290 million people fight, they'll kill 290 million people. Corporations are just not the government, and they just don't care. They will just kill anybody. And that's the sucky thing about it. It's just like, I don't want to be that guy that there's nothing we can do about it.
I'm punching
but,
my
like,
Jack Splush.
Yeah. Why? What happened? Yeah. I don't want to be the guy that's like, there's nothing we can do about it, but like, there's just not much, you know? All we can really do is just have like a fuckload of people.
Because I want to let out anger.
Yeah. All you have to really do is just tell, like, you know, just notify, like, you know, veterans right now that's like, hey, you don't have to follow illegal acts. This isn't a legal thing. It's like you guys, like, have the rights to like, you know, turn us into a vassal state for a bit, you know, but they don't recognize that. They think that just because, like, you know, they think because they're in the army,
The
they
modern
just
armed
can't
forces
do
don't care
anything.
about what orders are legal or not. We're being governed by a barbarian.
Yeah. No, barbarians were at least gave you like benefits. We're being run by fucking corporate Nazis. Being run by Nazis, but they're corporations. Simple as that. You know, by this point I can just say that, like, they're just fucking Nazis. And I know this shit because fuckloads of veterans, including my own family, were talking about that shit. It's like actual veterans are calling these people Nazis by this point. Like, they're Nazis. I don't care what you're saying, like what you say about it. You know. Like,
Whatever Iran is doing to its people, we're on the brink of the same unrest.
I mean, I want to say that's true, but yeah, probably, maybe. Like I said, you're right, but here's kind of going to be the sucky thing about it. Nothing's going to happen. Because even if, like, everybody dies, Iran doesn't care. And it's the same thing in the United States. Even if a fuckload of citizens die, we're run by corporations. Corporations don't give two shits. They don't care about the citizens, you know? Like, and we know this because Elon Musk himself, like, the book that he is going off of is, like, literally saying that even if the world has to burn to ashes for artificial intelligence, like, he'll just let it happen. Like, that is the thing. Like, I read the book he had, and unfortunately, a lot of these billionaires are basing it off of that. Like, they don't care anymore. You know? It sucks, dude. It really, really does. Like, it's annoying because, like, as much as I want to be the guy that, like, what do I call it? As much as I want to be the guy that's, like, that wants to, like, fight against this shit. Like, one, they're already killing artists anyway. But two, they don't care. Like, they only care about greed, but by this point, I don't think it's greed anymore. It's just flat out, like, they want to cause doomsday just because they can. And I hate that shit. It's like the only way we could deal with them is if we find these greedy CEOs. But here's the problem. They move from place to place all the time. Every day they move from place to place to place to place to place. And then the only time we do know when they're in, like, when they're somewhere is when they're in the fucking White House. And that's it. Like, otherwise they're flying all over the country. They're flying everywhere else. And they don't want to, you know, and they don't care. Like, we can't find them. And that's,
My father was a diesel mechanic for the National Guard. My grandfather was in the Navy, and was actually stationed on the ship where Top Gun was filmed. My great-grandfather was a WW vet. I have a military family, and in short, everyone knows that this is how the NSIS started.
let's see. Hold on. Oh, yeah, for sure, dude. Exactly, man. Exactly. We are just run by Nazis right now. It's simple as that. Like, and anybody that says otherwise is a fucking idiot. It's like, you're just severely uneducated. Like, you know, it's like, we know how World War II started. We know, like, not World War II, but we know what happened in Nazi Germany. Like, Nazi Germany would have fucking killed for AI. They
And the
would
regime
have
of these rich
killed.
a-holes is cemented too deep, and they own too many puppets.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. And that's the problem. It's like, the only way to change it is to find these CEOs. But here's the fucking problem. It's like, we don't know where some of these people are. Like, that's the problem. Like, if we knew where Elon Musk and Peter Thiel and fucking, God, who else? The fucking other bald-headed motherfuckers. Not Jeff Bezos, but the other like 2 or 3 bald-headed motherfuckers, and like Mark Zuckerberg and maybe Bill Gates, I don't know, and like the CEO of Orville and Roblox, and like all of these CEOs that are causing these problems. If we knew where they were, we would have already killed them. That's the difference. I don't think people recognize that. There is millions, and I mean millions of people that want to kill them. There's millions of people, like flat, like, you know, it's like at least half of the population want to get rid of these guys. They want to murder these guys because they think that's the only way they can. But unfortunately, we do not know where they are. That's why nobody is doing anything, because we don't know where they are. They're just fucking everywhere. It's like, because like it's annoying. They go everywhere, and when they're in one place, nobody knows where the next place is, you know? And when they're seen in public, they have a fuckload of military people around them. You know, they have military guard around them, because if they don't, they'll die, you know? It's so difficult to find, like, you know, it's just so difficult to find, like, these guys, you know? But, yeah, I like, honestly, you know? Like, I mean, like, and then on top of it as well, like, where in the state
And the NZ dollar only died because of neighboring enemies and poor planning. But we're against antagonists that are too well-written and powerful.
And the Nazi dollar only... the Nazis only died because of neighboring enemies and poor planning. Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of the problem, right? It's like, it fucking sucks. Because the superpowers, like, because the people that want to take over the world are superpowers. Xi Jinping. Fucking... Yeah, Xi Jinping. Fucking Vladimir Putin, right? Like, you know, fucking Netanyahu. Oh my god, I can't even say his name. Netanyahu. He wants to, fucking, I mean, I don't know what the fuck, like, you know, Kim Jong-un is doing, but I think he's just a puppet. And then, who else? I mean, that's pretty much it, right? Like, I mean, yeah, Netanyahu, freaking Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, and Trump. Like, it's unfortunate. They know that they can't do this alone, because one superpower is something, but like Nazis weren't very possible because they had allies, but they had terrible planning. Now here's the problem, but they weren't superpowers. Like, and that's the crazy thing about it. You have like one superpower can't take over the world, but 4 superpowers definitely can. That's the difference, because we have 4 superpowers taking over the planet. That is bad. That is really bad. They've already figured this shit out, right? Like, Vladimir Putin wants to
The
take
NZ
over...
dollar had weak allies. But today...
Yeah. Let's see. Had weak allies, but today... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the fucking problem. Nazis are back. But the problem is, they have way more powerful, like, resources than they did before. Again, it's different if it was 1 superpower, but there's 4. 4 superpowers. Like... absolutely, like, correlating together. That is not good. Like, that's the problem. Hi, Kirby Cops. How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. Yeah, I just think that, you know, that's the problem, man. It's like, you want Nazis to succeed? That's how you do it. You combine all the superpowers together. That's the problem. China's citizens are very fucking smart. China is very smart. They are full, like, they have very intelligent people, despite Russia having, like, you know, a lot of troubles here and there. They have very intelligent people, and they have hardy people, right? Like, let me see. So China's the smart one. China's the smart one. Russia's like the is like the strategic one. Sorry. Let's see. Nope. Okay.
Twitch ad.
So I'll sit and wait then.
Back.
Okay. Anyway, yeah.
Ad is over.
Yeah. Like, yeah, so China's the smart one. Russia's like the hefty one because they can handle like cold conditions and shit. Or can handle harsher cold conditions. The United States are the grunts, and then what do you call it? And then Israel is the let's see, what would Israel be? I guess they're like the loud ones, right? Because they've like infiltrated social media, and like, you know, they're the core dynamic behind like MAGA and shit, you know. And that's the crummy thing about it, right? Like every country just has done shit, you know. It's like, because now basically everybody, you know, you can you could just raid the entire world. Don't get me wrong, Europe still could have some crazy, like, you know, military, but here's the problem. There, like I said, it's 4 superpowers. I just don't think the Allied powers can win this time. I think the Axis powers probably could win this time, and I hate it. I hate the fact that they can just win, you know? Like, we're next to Greenland and like Canada and shit, but like it's just not looking great. I'm gonna tell you, it's not looking that good. Like it fucking sucks, dude. It sucks ass, because like the whole reason why things worked before was because every superpower was basically threatening each other before. So like, you know, peace, like war just never really was gonna happen because of that. But now all of the superpowers recognize that, hey, if
We're
all...
just barely lucky that we live in a democracy. The USA needs to flip the midterms to the left. Zionism needs to be extinct. Russian soldiers should defy their orders and go AWOL. And Chinese workers need more representation and greener technologies.
Well, here's the funny thing. We are not a democracy anymore. We are a theocracy, because... Or we're in a dictatorship, and we're going to be in a theocracy, because... Unfortunately, Congress handed over their power, the judicial branch handed over their power, so now there's only the executive branch, which is the president. And unfortunately, the president will do
Extreme actions are the only way we can fight these other actions.
They will do whatever he will do whatever the billionaires want him to do. Whether it's stealing oil, whether it's gold and bauxite for AI chips, whether it's infecting social media with right-wing stuff, like, it's whatever it is, dude, you know, whatever it is, that's what they're doing. It needs to be extinct. Russian soldiers should defy their orders. And, well, here's the funny thing. Russia's citizens, they don't want to tell you this, but, like, here's the thing. There's people from Russia that are talking, there's people from Russia that are resisting their own regime, too.
An autocracy is a society controlled by the rich of that society, so that's the closest thing.
Autocracy, thank you. That's what I'm looking for. They're trying to make a theocratic autocracy. Yes, that. You know. It sucks, dude. It really does suck. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. China, it was the richest country in the world, right? The only reason why they are taking over Taiwan and letting everybody take over, the only reason why they're taking over Taiwan is because every country disobeyed international law. They disobeyed everything that, what do you call it? They disobeyed the very law that's literally amongst the world. That law is to only handle things that your country has problems with, right? Handle your own country. And unless somebody attacks you, then that's when you start attacking back. That's the problem. They made it the law of the jungle rather than having this whole peace, like rather than having peace and just having people like point guns at each other and like blow up small little things. All of a sudden, now it's like stealing resources, and like it's stealing resources from each other. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've always done that. But it's
There's even an Adobe Flash game called Oil Oligarchy, where you play as a U.S. oil company. You rig the elections and start a war in Iraq, all for oil. It was supposed to be a satire, but not anymore.
Nope, not even close anymore. Yep, that makes sense. Fortunately, it probably took down that game. Unfortunately, that's the problem, man. It's just like the only people that really like this are fools. It's people that are too stupid, people that don't read. Simple as that. People have never read a book in their life. And you know what's going to be the crummy thing about that? Unfortunately, they're going to take down a lot of books because of the simple fact that,
So many countries are shit, and I hate it.
Yeah, well, that's the funniest thing about it. It's like, it's literally because it's because of the fact that every country, like, nobody really resisted. And that's what sucks, man. It sucks because a lot of countries wanted to be like, oh yeah, let's make our country better, like what it used to be, and, everybody kind of followed that. I hate to say it, but, American influence kind of had a lot of influence on the rest of the world. And unfortunately, the only people that seem to be sensible in this is Europe. Like, not Europe, like, obviously I know that's a continent, but like, mostly European countries. Those are the only countries that are really, and not even a lot of them either. African countries are too. African countries are fighting back too. So, I don't know. It's interesting. It really is because, like, money.
In the game, you can even stage a coup in Venezuela, give them less royalties, remove ethnic groups in Nigeria, and neglect the environment.
Oh,
Sound familiar?
God.
Super shock, yo.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. That is just the exact same thing. Huh. My God. Yikes. Wow. Beat for beat the same. Crazy how that works, huh? Did I just draw the same arms again? I did, didn't I? I definitely did. Motherfucker. Thought I drew the arms a little, like, wider than that, but whatever. Oh well. Anyway.
Instead of watching TV, you can watch YouTube and later TikTok. Instead of shopping at the mall, you can shop on Amazon. Instead of just...
Ugh. Yeah. The convenience of Amazon. Oh boy.
Related to Europe, the age restriction law was fought against by the civilians and it was removed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Europe and the UK, they removed the age restriction thing, which was fucking great. Do I think the US is gonna do that? Probably not. Unfortunately not. The US is too influenced by China now. Too influenced by China and Israel and or like the Middle East and freaking, and Russia, and yeah, it's not great. I fucking don't care for it. Yeah. Not fun, to say the least. I do not care for it. Do I think people find their ways around it? Most definitely. But, Oh yeah, sorry. Also in other news...
I am for real, Abba. That's a real game.
Yeah. Also in other news, let me see. So your vote also, how do you say it? Your vote also, like, A, won't matter, but B, in the 2026 election...
I remember a post on like Tumblr or SMTH from like 2019 where it said, in the future when it's like I don't know 2025 and we look back and say, hey, remember how fucking depressed we were back then? Hey, glad we aren't like that anymore.
Yeah.
That aged well.
So in 2026, hold on, let's see. I remember a post back in Tumblr on something like 2019 where it said in the future when it's like 2025, we'll look back and say, hey, remember how...
Yeah. Oligarchy is from the 2000s. Still
Yeah.
relevant a decade and a half later.
Oh yeah,
Aged.
for sure.
OOP.
Oh yeah. Here's the the funny thing about that, everybody was freaked
Didn't mean to
out
send that.
it's crazy because you remember how everyone freaked out when a military leader was like offed and everybody was like freaking the fuck out because it's like holy shit, that's World War III. Because that's how a World War triggers normally, is when you kill off like a leader of like a country like that and you succeed at that and it's not like a terrorist or something. It is like that could trigger World War III. That was very lucky that we didn't. That was very, very lucky that the United States did not just cause World War III there. Unfortunately, because of that, other shit popped up. Because of that, we just are starting this shit anyway. And it's annoying. Like, it fucking sucks. It really does. Because you know what's gonna fucking happen? I mean, I'm not gonna be alive during then, but you know what's gonna happen after Trump? Vance is just gonna be the new president. And we won't get the choice. We won't get to vote him in. He's just going to be the new president after that. You know, Trump is Kim Jong-il and Vance is Kim Jong-un. That is it. That is what's gonna happen. Simple as that. It's like people just don't recognize we're just gonna become Christian Christian North Korea. That's just simple as that. That's what's gonna happen. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna starve. People are gonna have to try to escape. And like, you know, getting over the border is gonna be near impossible because guess what? The fucking every country took over the world. And it just will fucking suck. There'll be like, instead of like 300 different countries, we're gonna have 4 empires and that's it. That's not great, dude. Don't get me wrong. Do I think that Europe is gonna they're not gonna go down like, without a fight, but that's
We're not
kind
gonna
of,
reach World War III because the superpowers are in cahoots. It's 1984 and the rich secretly are in bed together.
yeah, I mean, we are gonna reach World War III because Europe is gonna be, Europe's gonna nuke the planet. Let me say that. They're gonna nuke everybody. Because here's the problem. When they get like taken over and there's nothing else to lose, they're gonna just nuke everybody. And then it'll be a nuclear war. That's what's gonna happen. Because all the superpowers will gladly like take over the world, but the problem is Europe is not going to just let themselves be taken over. Like, all of these places that have nukes are gonna just nuke everybody. And just because if they can't have it, no one will. They will be completely fine with turning everybody into ash. And that's the crummy part about it. That's what sucks. Do I think, like I said, do I think that's gonna be completely possible? Maybe. I don't know. Honestly. I just don't see a future where it's like where anything is gonna happen if every country just tries to take over the world. They're just not gonna let that happen again. We have too advanced of technology, and someone will hit the nuke button. And that's the unfortunate scenario.
I just love humanity.
Yeah, I just wish that like we had different leaders just around the world, right? Because if we did, everybody would just be a lot more, peace would be just a thing. I don't know how to explain this, but like the global economy was so important because everybody would be like, the whole point of being like globally connected was everybody had resources for each other, right? And everybody
Around the world and round the world.
around the world. Yeah. Basically, everybody has resources for each other. And the whole...
Hey, hi. Hi.
I know this may not sound like that. Hi, Mature Clown. How you doing? This may not sound like that, like this, but we were before
Chef's okay.
Before 2016, we were heading in the direction of of a global economy
Yeah,
where
I'm fine.
eventually jobs wouldn't, where we were heading towards robotics, where, blue collar jobs may have been lost, but not only that, but just money as a concept was going to just be gone, right? The funny thing is, the stuff that the AI bros freak out about right now and talk about right now and talk about this utopia, that would have happened if we just went in the right direction. If just peace was happening, right? We would have enough resources for everybody. Everything would be distributed amongst everybody, and money wouldn't be a concept anymore. Everybody would just have a hobby. Some people would probably, like I said, it's like the internet would still exist. It just would be different, right? People would just not be doing it. Like, nobody would be, like, slop wouldn't exist. I'll tell you that. Slop wouldn't exist. There was a future where money just wasn't going to be a concept anymore. Nobody was going to need it. But, unfortunately, we just went in the wrong direction. People just wanted things the way that they used to be.
I'm
And
so happy.
I get it, I get it. COVID fucking happened and people were just done, People were just done with life. Like, it killed a lot of things. And now we're just headed in the wrong direction again.
Shafts, are you in real game?
So, I wish that there was just a world where, like, people acted like that world
We don't
was...
have the global economy and the global unification anymore. It was ruined
No.
by AI, unrestricted corporations, and theocratic political ideas.
Yeah, exactly. That. It's crazy. We could have headed there. But I think corporations just didn't like that because they wanted power. They didn't like the fact that money was no longer going to be a concept anymore, which is fucking insane. Like, I don't understand how, like, as a person, how you can just sit here and pretend like money wasn't the worst thing in the world and the reason why, like, why they ended up becoming that way. Because the craziest thing is, if money didn't become a concept anymore, billionaires and, like, classes of all degrees
I don't know what you're asking
would have
about.
agreed. Like, they would have all been fine. Everybody would have been fine with each other. And that's when you can start, like, the dismantling of, like, military, right? Dismantling of military, dismantling of nukes, like, just having things not exist anymore. We were going in that direction. But unfortunately, because of the fact that people just didn't recognize that, I think just COVID ruined that for sure. But the fact that people just weren't patient enough for the economy to just, like, patient enough to wait for money to not be a concept anymore is just the reason, because we knew 2100 was going to happen. Earth 2100 was going to be real. It was real, right? And people were standing back and going like, okay, this is a problem, right? Like, it's like, this is a real problem. We need to talk about this. And we need to start making changes. But unfortunately, because of a current fucking super loud ass figurehead, things just went in the wrong direction because corporations just wanted power. They just let this shit happen, and it sucks. It really does. I wish I could say that, like, that it doesn't, but, it's just, we could have had a better future. We really, really could have. Like, boomers just really fucked it up. Like, it's just crazy, I don't know. It would have been nice to live in a world that you don't have to worry about money or income, Yeah.
Search up Richmond north of Richmond. It sums up this whole thing.
Richmond, north of Richmond. Richmond. Didn't we look at this already? Yeah, we already looked at this. Yeah, we looked at this already.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime
It's a good song.
hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world.
Super snaps. Okay, why you say I am for real? I'd like a world where we didn't need to rely on money, but I don't think that'll ever happen.
Lord knows they all
Like
just
a
wanna
world where we didn't need to rely on money, but I don't think that would ever happen. Here's the funny thing. It was happening. Like, you may have not understood that, but it was happening. It really, really was. Like, money was starting to become more and more useless, but because of that, the economy was like, corporations were starting to see that. That's why they started turning it around in 2016. Because don't get me wrong, Reagan fucked everything over. But the funniest thing, like, places like BlackRock and shit were like, oh fuck, money's about to not become a concept because people are starting to see the bullshitness of it. So of course, who do you bring in? Well, everybody, enter Trump, you know? That's what happened. And it sucks, you know? A lot of people fell for him, you know, because people thought
I
it
said
was
I'm
like...
for real because I was serious taking about oligarchy. It's a real game.
For real, I was talking about oligarchy. Yeah, I know. I know. I believe it. Flash games kind of predicted a lot of this current stuff now, to be honest.
Wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, cause the rich men know the rich men.
Oops. Come on.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
I know someone made an animation meme of this song. Hold on. Let's see. Oliver Anthony, huh? Interesting. I wonder if someone made an animation meme of it. Hold on, let's see.
Doesn't it just sum up the modern day?
Yeah, always. What the fuck? Is this an AI cover, or is this like a person that actually did a Plankton voice? Hold on. Sorry. Nope, it's AI. Damn. I was really hoping that was just like a guy that just like did a voice. Oof. Someone made a cover of it literally this year, apparently. That's funny.
Replying to Zen the Vigilante, doesn't it just sum up the modern day? Every word of what he said.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. Wait, that's... That is not. Oh. 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 They mixed it with Winslet.
Just doing what comes naturally.